Hey kids, I wanted to read with you a book called Bear Says Thanks. It's by Karma Wilson and Jane Chapman, and I wanted to thank Simon & Schuster for letting us read this book today, and we'll be deleting it later in accordance with the policies that they've outlined. Bear Says Thanks. All alone in his cave, Bear listens to the wind. He is bored, and he misses his friends. I could make a big dinner, a feast I could share. But he looks through his cupboard, and the cupboard is bare. The mouse stops by with a huckleberry pie, and the bear says, "Thanks." Bear says, "Goodness me, a delectable pie. But I have made nothing," he adds with a sigh. Then they hear, "Hi-ho!" and they both see Hare with a big batch of muffins at the door of the lair. Hare hurries in from the cold, rushing wind, and the bear says, "Thanks." "Of course," says Hare. Then he points to the door. Here comes Badger. He's got even more. "Brr," says Badger as he tromps inside. He sets down his pole and he smiles real wide. "I'm back from a stroll at the old fishing hole." And the bear says, "Thanks." Then Gopher and Mole tunnel up from the ground. "We have warm honey nuts. Let's pass them around." There's a flap and a flitter and a flurry in the den, when in flutters Owl with Raven and Wren. We have pears from the tree and herbs to brew tea. And the bear says, "Wait!" Bear mutters and he stutters and he wears a big frown. Bear sighs and he moans and he plops himself down. "You have brought yummy treats. You're so nice to share. But me, I have nothing. My cupboards are bare." Mouse squeaks, "Don't fret. There's enough, dear bear. You don't need any food. You have stories to share." His friends hug him tight. It will be all right. And the bear says, "Thanks." They lay out their feast on a quilt on the ground, and the bear takes a seat while his friends gather round. In a cave in the woods, in a warm, bright lair, the friends feel grateful for their good friend Bear. They pass around platters, they tweet and they chatter, and they all say thanks. Now, I love that story because of how thankful the bear is and how thankful all the other animals are by the end of the story. It reminds me of a verse from the Bible, from the book of 1 Thessalonians, where Paul talks about how in all circumstances, that means whatever is happening, no matter what, we can always be thankful. We can always give thanks. So with your mom or dad or with an adult, think about some ways that you could be thankful today. Talk to that adult about ways that you could be thankful. It might be, maybe you can make a card for somebody who is helping out your family as a way of saying thank you. It might be just saying a prayer to God and saying, "Thank you, God, for the things that you've given me today." It might be just telling someone in your family, "Thank you for helping me out. Thank you for taking care of me." But in times when we're not sure what to do, when we don't know what to do, just like Bear, he was a little unsure in the story. When we don't know what to do, we can always say thanks, and we can always be thankful. So talk to a grown-up about how you can show your thanks today.